Okay. I think we're live. Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing good today. Just do my going live notification for Discord. And then we should be good to talk about today's topic. Because it is a very important topic that we really need to discuss. Everyone, and then I better grab a link to my stream. Good morning. How you doing? Bum bum bum. Copy. And paste. And send. And we're good. Hey, Poi Boy. Hey, Rotten Boy. How's it going? Good morning, Zone. How was everybody's weekend? Hopefully everybody was up to something productive. Something good. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Really hoping. Hey, Naftis. It concerns me on, like, 2 people already said good morning. That means, like, a lot of my audience is from the east. No. West? West for me? What we consider east? Hello, Meg. Hello, God Killer. You sent in an application to Nijisanji for the giggles yesterday? Nice. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you guys are sending stuff in. It is practice, if anything, so it's good. Even if you don't get in, it's practice. That's what's important. You're getting like the jitters of auditioning just out of the way. The more you do it, the better you will be at it. Really, it's like auditioning for like TV or like a movie or something. The more and more auditions you get under your belt in front of people, the better. Is it bad that I rickrolled him in the audition video? I mean, if you ever want to audition in the future, like seriously with them, probably not a good idea. Auditions right now, God Killer, I believe are closed. I don't think they extended it. Let me look. I'm pretty sure it's closed now. Yep. Yep. Audition form is 100% closed. 100% closed, but Senpai was super smart. Like, Senpai was like the smartest one of them all. And Senpai did something, which I can't wait to show you guys because it might give you some practice before the Nijisanji auditions open again. Did anyone read the PST as PM instead of AM? Yes. I have gotten some... I've gotten 2 DMs this morning where somebody's like, oh my god, I thought it was in the PM. I thought I had time. No. That's why you need to read the form. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it actually stated it right on the form. You have until, like, this time in the AM. I don't have enough experience with streaming and don't have a current passport. Well, if you don't have a current passport, like, do you have the ability to get a passport within, I don't know, like a few months, a month, right? If you have that ability to do that, then that might change things. It would still be a no on the audition form, but if they were interested, they would be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, it'd take you about a month. Where here in Canada, it would take you like almost a year to get a passport at the current rate. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too. We're going to go over one of the audition videos. I'm hoping to God that this particular audition video we're going to look at later today was a troll and the guy was not serious. I'm really hoping Oh God, I'm hoping. But I really think that they were dead serious. Zatham, thank you so much for donating 50 to the Starlight Foundation. Yeah, there is so many Nijisanji audition videos that are not unlisted. That's like, let's be real. Right off the bat, we're going to touch up on this a little bit later as well. If your audition video is not unlisted, that's like literally the first thing that you look at, like that they'll look at. If it's not unlisted, they're just going to skip you. Doesn't matter how many followers you have, does not matter how good your audition form is, does not matter how much time and effort you put in, doesn't matter how qualified you are for the job. You could be like super qualified. If that audition video is not unlisted, you are done. Simple as that. They don't want these audition videos getting out there. They really don't. I cannot emphasize that enough. Hey Murdoch, how you doing? I'm scared though. You wonder how much, what percent? I'm hoping it's a small percent. Like, I'm really hoping it's a small percentage. I don't have a lot of faith that it is. Do you know if anyone from your community auditioned? A lot of people in my community auditioned. A lot of people did. I reviewed 40, how many did I review? 40 something, 45, 47, something like that. Like a lot. I reviewed a lot this past few weeks. Tuning in from work, hope I don't get caught. If you're tuning into like from work, like literally put me on what's that like the quick alt F4 thing. What stood out from most of those applications? We'll get into that. There's one common thing that a lot of people are doing, and it's quite sad. There wasn't a lot of cringe, but at the same time, there was a lot of cringe. How do you send... Honestly, we're going to go over that in like 5 minutes on how you guys can do it. I still need to figure out if people in my community will have access to it for... We'll go over it in a minute. We'll just let everybody show up, settle down, and then we'll be good. And then we'll start. But yeah, you can send your audition form in DMs. Oh, Jara, if you want to like DM that to me or tag me on Twitter or like send it to me in Discord or something, I would love to check that out. That sounds really cool. Honestly, if you ever make one public, it probably blacklists you from ever being accepted. I wouldn't say forever. It might not blacklist you forever, but it's definitely going to blacklist you for that particular time. It literally, I've said this so many times, literally just follow the instructions. Like, just literally follow the instructions. Jara, if you want to put into the media channel and just at me. Will other companies blacklist you? If they share data, yes. If they don't share audition data, then no. But we can't really confirm or deny that they share information. I would assume they would, but that's me assuming. Assumptions make butts of all of us. Hey, Starlight, how you doing? All right, chat. So let's get into the audition stuff now, shall we? Oh, I'm nervous. I'm going to be like, some of you guys are going to hate me, but I'm sorry. I'm going to be like very honest, very blunt. I think a lot of the community needs honest and blunt. Like truly needs it. Hey Relius, how you doing? Nijisanji audition form mistakes. Some of these are actually from Rayless as well that Rayless have seen, because Rayless has been looking over some. I'm not too sure how many Rayless has done yet, but I'm going to assume it's quite a bit. Quite a bit. So let me move this over there. Let me move my chat over there. Okay. No, don't minimize everything. I hate Windows. Sometimes I just absolutely hate Windows. Okay, where's my chat? All right, now we're good. Okay, sweet. So Nijisanji forum, audition forum mistakes. A lot of the times, I understand, like, a lot of times when you guys were auditioning to stuff, you're really, really nervous, okay? Believe me, I know I am the king of spelling errors. I really am, okay? Like, I am the king of spelling errors. But you need to remember that your Nijisanji audition form is a job application. That's what it is, literally, okay? It is a job application. And even though, like, Nijisanji auditions are done right now at the current time this video being made, this is stuff that you guys can use, share it with your friends, share it within your community to help you for the next audition that comes out, okay? All right. So first thing I saw a lot of is spelling errors. And not just like one or two, like, haha, oh my God, they misspelled does. You know, they spell it D-O-S-E instead of D-O-E-S, which is a very small one. And it's not that bad of a spelling error, but Microsoft Word exists. There's free websites out there that will check your spelling, your grammar, your punctuation. You got friends. You could join my Discord if you haven't already. Send it to me. Maybe like I could open a channel where you guys like, oh, no, I won't open a channel. You could send it to me and I could be like, I could quickly read over it, whatever. Grammarly, some of you have mentioned already. Like, oh my God. But spelling errors, grammatical errors, stuff like that, honestly, that was like the number one. Google Docs itself already has highlights of spelling errors. I cannot stress enough on how many people ignored those, though. Hey, Vesta. Like truly, like, there was so many spelling errors. Guys, there is no excuse for having that many spelling errors. Like I said, one or two, totally okay, but some of you guys had your audition forms. I'm not saying like there's anybody that's watching right now that did this, but oh my God, it was like riddled. I couldn't go to another sentence or a paragraph without seeing a spelling error. So please get a friend, find a website, do whatever you got to do to make sure that there's no problems there, okay? Okay. Second issue that I saw, I should actually like number these. Second issue that I saw with audition forms and reasons, and remember chat, these are valid reasons for people like getting their audition forms completely rejected. Okay? Video is over 5 minutes long. Like, it was actually like, there was a lot of videos that were well over 5 minutes long. Remember, the Nijisanji form literally said 5 minutes. So this is Senpai being like 1 million IQ. I actually made up a mock Nijisanji VTuber audition form all of it is accessible on my Patreon for $3. If you guys have been part of the community for 6 months or more, I will probably make it, free for those people. If you're like brand new and you've never like been in the community before, it's gonna be like $3. Just because like some of these forums literally take me an hour to read over. And of course the money goes back into the community, making models, music, so on and so forth. But like honestly, the video, please make a 5-minute video / audio of yourself and include a self-introduction. So not a lot. I can't say a lot, but there was a few people that didn't even do a self-introduction, right? Didn't say, hello, Nijisanji, my name is XYZ. It went into like right away, like 0 to 100 memes, videos or clips of them like failing playing COD or them having like a great time in VR chat. Literally, they skipped the audition part, the self-introduction part. Guys, like, seriously, please, like, you have to do the self-introduction. You have to. Right? The best thing for you guys to do is be like, hello, Nijisanji. My name is VTuber Senpai. I make educational content here on YouTube. Notice how I specifically said, hello, Nijisanji, so they know that this video is not being sent out to HoloLive, to VShojo, or to any other court that may exist right now. You made this video specifically for them. Okay? Okay. If you had to pick, would it be better to be slightly under 5 or slightly over? Slightly under. Don't go over 5. Don't go over 5. Think of it this way, chat. Think of it this way. If everybody went 1 minute over, and say somebody from Nijisanji had to look at 60 applications per day, everybody's video went over 1 minute, that's basically an hour extra a day they need to look at stuff. So 5 minutes exact or under. Yeah, Andrea, for sure. All right. Please share a URL of your video on a streaming platform such as YouTube. Okay. Now, I didn't capture this particular part from their audition form. I accidentally didn't capture that part. But there is so many audition videos that are very recent that you guys, I'm not saying anybody here in chat, I'm just saying everybody in general, made it public. Nijisanji Talent is talking about it on their live streams. They've tweeted about it on people doing it. Guys, it takes 30 seconds or less, literally 30 seconds or less, to go into your YouTube studio, making sure it's not public, making sure it's unlisted, and then you're golden. You can do, like, if you accidentally set it to public for like 5, 10, 15 minutes, okay, sure, that's fine. You goofed, it's fine, it's okay. You caught it, you fixed it, you're good to go. But if it's up there for hours and hours and hours and hours, like, for example, this person here 9 months ago, there was somebody 2 months, or no, that's a short. Oh, crap, I lost it. There was another person here. I lost it, but literally it was up for like 9 hours. Maybe it's this one. 6 hours ago. Nijisanji audition video uploaded 6 hours ago. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason to have it up for that long and it not, like, oh my God. Accidentally messing up one form and sending another one. You know what? If you mess up one form and you need to send another, I think that'd be okay. But I would put it in their little questionnaire portion at the very end saying, hey, I messed up. Blah, blah, blah. Please, like, double check it. Okay. 03 2A 1967. That's not real my real birthday. 188 centimeters. That's my real height. Valid passport. Yes. Okay. We should actually move on to the next portion here, which flabbergasted me quite a bit. Number three, like, again, this is a audition form. This is an application form for a job. I commonly got asked this question, and I've caught people on their audition forms not using their real name. Now, if you're sending it to me to like review, you don't want me to know your real name, that's totally a-okay. But there have been people that like completely just put their stage name as their real name. If they are asking for your real name on the audition form, you put your real name. You don't put down that you are VTuber Senpai. Unless that is what legally shows on your license, which it probably doesn't. Use your real name when they have it in that section that says real name. Okay, your real date of birth, your real height. Do not don't put your avatar height. Please do not put your avatar height. Put your real height. They're asking these particular questions for a reason. They need this information for a reason. We don't know why. We're only speculating right now. It might be because of live stages, might be for mocap. We really don't know yet, but just have it there, okay? Don't lie. Don't make up your height. Don't put your avatar's height. Don't put down the ideal height that you wish you would be. Don't put down your friend's height. Don't put your mom's height. Like, literally just put your height. It's that simple. Okay? It's, yeah, rough estimate. Sure. 1 centimeter or more or less. Sure. Yeah. Pull out a rule. Pull out a measuring tape. Do whatever you got to do. Like, go rob the 7-Eleven and like get a mugshot with your height on it. I don't care what you got to do, but literally just put the correct height. Okay? But don't actually rob a store to do that. Please. I mean, you could use the mugshot for audition video if you really wanted to. But hey, you know, it may not look good for you. All right, so we're going to go through all these points as we go through the audition form that I've so kindly made up for you guys. Help us get to know you better. Self-promotion. Oh, golly gee willikers. Self-promotion. So there is no limit on how many words or letters or spaces or whatever you guys use for self-promotion. And I've said that in the past, like my last Nijisanji video or live stream. I said, hey, there's no limit, you know, fill it up. Some of you wrote so much, it felt like I was reading Lord of the Rings. Not just like the first book, the second and third book. Some of your self-promotions were so long that I gave up halfway, and that was like 20 minutes. Your self-promotion does not need to be literally that long. I'm not a slow reader by any means. But if I have to give up halfway and there's still a lot more to go, it might be too much. So things you guys should really aim for, look for, is things that make you look good. Put you in a positive light. But the thing is, we don't need in your self-promotion every single positive thing that you've done from the age of 0 to like now. In your self-promotion, I don't need to know that you're a Cub Scout or you were in the Scouts at all, right? I don't care how many cookies you sold at the bake sale. I don't care you had a lemonade stand. You don't need to have that information in your self-promotion. You really don't. And one person did that. Like, oh my God. Literally, like, you could have it short as sweet, but like maybe a couple of minute read, but don't make Tolkien jealous with how much you wrote. Please. And it's funny because like I was talking to Poi Boy about it the other day, and they were talking about like how one of their friends was writing a little bit, and I didn't think somebody would write more than that. It was nuts. So like, guys, we don't need your life story in the self promo. We don't. So please keep it decent length, not too long. Don't make it. Another thing I saw is people were doing one sentences. Okay. Don't make it one sentence. Make it longer than that. One sentence is way too short. Way too short. Please don't make it that short. Should be a paragraph, 2 tops. All right? Perfect. Oh, God. Let's move on to the next part. Experience live streaming. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. 99% of you should say yes to this. 99% of you that are applying for this audition form, I'm really hoping this answer is a yes. And this question, I believe Rayless and I have been asked like a gazillion times. And I do see it in my comments, but like, do I need to know how to stream? Do I have to stream? Yeah, Zone, probably 2 paragraphs. Realistically, yeah. Like you guys, you got to think about it this way. You're applying for a job where live streaming is the job. If you guys are under the impression at any time that live streaming is so simple where you just turn on a cam, you play some video games, you laugh about bobas, you talk about anime or sushi, and then you collect lots of monies and you go home and you go to sleep, and then you're done. That's not what it is.
Welcome to Senpai's Academy.
Forgot to turn that off. Thank you for subscribing, all those people.
Welcome to Senpai's Academy.
I should probably turn that off. Like, honestly, you have to have a little bit of experience. How much is a little bit? At least 3 months, right? Or I would like to say 10 streams minimum. Just so you have an idea on like what it's like to stream. Because maybe, just maybe, you guys don't actually like streaming. Right? Like maybe you guys actually don't like streaming at all. Maybe you absolutely hate it. It might not be a thing for you. It honestly might not be a thing for you. So give it a try. 10 streams isn't that many streams. Try it. Now, but there is a caveat to this. There is a massive caveat to this particular question. And this is where you're going to have to like explain it later on in the form. If you answer no in the streaming experience, okay? If no, then you really need to have a really good either YouTube channel or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. You got to have like a really good following somewhere else showing off your work. Okay? So you may not have experience streaming, which is totally A-okay. as long as you have something somewhere else. So there are some people in Nijisanji that had zero streaming experience. You guys have seen them. Somebody just mentioned in chat not too long ago that Scarlett mentioned that not everybody has it, but they did have a very well established YouTube channel. At the very least, they had a YouTube channel. YouTube channel shows consistency, right? Having a successful YouTube channel shows that you were able to overcome all the downsides and the bads and all that fun stuff, right? The negative sides of content creation. So you're showing your work in other ways and that you might be a good fit for them. So if you don't have this, I'm really hoping you have this. If you don't have either of these, if you have none of these, I'm really sorry to say, but it's going to be very realistic. Your chances will be slimmer unless you somehow convince them in the audition for it. Simple as that. It really is. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to burst a lot of your bubbles. Some of you guys are going to hate me and talk about me on Reddit, but it's honestly true. It really is. Especially the people like that's never worked a job in their life. You're just graduating from high school. Like you've never, like, this would be your literal first job. They're probably not going to take you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So experience with video editing. So if this answer is a no, this answer better be a yes. Okay? It has to be a yes. If these are both no's right here, or all three of these are no, your odds of getting in are going to be way lower. Way lower. But if this is a yes, they're going to probably keep going through and looking at your YouTube to see what kind of videos you've edited. How's your editing? Are you able to captivate an audience? Are you able to keep the audience on a video? Right? How's your... You know what they're going to check too when they look at your guys' YouTube channel and your streams? How's your microphone? A lot of you guys don't understand that, or don't realize that, I should say. Not understand. You guys don't realize that. But when they're they asked for these things for a reason. They're going to go check out your channel if they are interested in you. They will check you out. They're going to listen for your they're going to listen to your microphone. Right? To your audio, making sure it's nice, crisp, and clear. If your microphone is not nice, crisp, and clear, please look up some YouTube tutorials on how to make it nice, crisp, and clear. You don't need to spend $500 on a microphone. You don't need to spend $50 on a microphone. You could spend $20 on a microphone to make it sound really good if you just apply some filters in OBS. Use what you have. But do the best you can to make it sound good. As good as you possibly could. If it sounds like your microphone belongs in a toilet or you're streaming from a toilet, fix it. Please fix it. And there was a couple of you that submitted where your audio was just atrocious. It was really bad. It was really, really bad. I was struggling to watch your whole audition video. I was struggling looking at your YouTube videos. Please just fix it. It's basic. It really is basic. If you have no streaming experience but social media is good, yeah. If you have a really strong social media presence, it could be potentially really good. Potentially. Okay. So let's say no, let's say yes here. Experienced live streaming games. Pretty much everybody, their mom, their dog, and their goldfish have experienced streaming video games. If you do not have experience streaming any kind of video games, now that the Nijisanji auditions are closed, get some. Honestly, fire up Twitch, fire up YouTube, fire up any game that you have that's free or that's already in your library and stream. Do you like streaming video games? Can you stream video games? Can your computer even support streaming video games? Really easy answer or really easy question to answer. It really is. Give it a shot if you have no experience. Do 10 minimum streams, see if you like it. Okay? Please. Unknown Creature actually said something pretty good. I think people need to keep in mind that your competition will be people who have been streaming for years and already have large YouTube channels. That's kind of the bare minimum for Nijisanji. Yeah, either large YouTube channels or large Twitch channels or large social media, something, right? But there have been people that got into agencies in the past that didn't have a super large channel or all these other things because they were able to prove it in other ways. Minimum practice for editing, honestly, minimum 3 months. You guys could learn a lot in 3 months. Trust me, if you edit every day or every other day, you could learn so much in such a little time. Okay. So, YouTube channel, please guys, put your YouTube channel. Please put the amount of subs you have in there. Your Twitch channel, all this stuff they're asking for. Now, if you guys have like what there was a couple of application forms that I saw where they didn't have a YouTube channel. They didn't have a Twitch channel. They didn't have a Twitter. They didn't have an Instagram. And they didn't have a TikTok. They didn't have any social media whatsoever. You're gonna be struggling. If you have none of these and you're auditioning, this part right here better be stellar. It better be really good and convincing for them to want to take you if you got none of these. Okay? Very important. Very important. If you have none of these, though, your chances are probably going to go down. Let's be honest here. And that's okay. If you guys don't have these things right now, it's not the end of the world. It really is not the end of the world. Start like literally today or tomorrow. No excuses to wait any longer than today or tomorrow. Post some content on YouTube. Make yourself a Twitter. I don't care if you guys dislike Twitter. Make a Twitter. There's lots of audiences and lots of people on Twitter. Guess where Nijisanji is, chat? Take a wild guess what all their talent has. A Twitter account. So your personal hatred of Twitter does not matter. The agency uses it. The talent uses it, which means in turn, you're going to be using Twitter. So no matter how much you guys hate Twitter, I'm sorry, Twitter is going to be a part of your life. You need to, honest to God, install Twitter, make it, get used to Twitter, start posting on it, understand it a little bit, make a Twitter. Okay? Twitter important. Just make it. Get some practice. TikTok, it takes 30 seconds to make a TikTok. Make some funny videos. See what people like. See what people don't like. Instagram, yeah, I'm 50-50 on that one. Twitch. You guys should honestly try experimenting streaming on Twitch. Try experimenting streaming on YouTube. YouTube isn't as good as Twitch for streaming content. Here I am saying that, streaming on YouTube. But like video games do a little bit better, but the competition is a lot more fierce on Twitch, right? So if you guys make content on more than one platform, if you make content off Twitch, it could bring a lot of people to your Twitch stream. Consider doing that. YouTube videos, TikToks, great way to grow a Twitch channel. Okay. Again, if you guys have zero experience here, consider starting that stuff today, right now, and go ham. Okay. So when the next wave or next batch of Nijisanji auditions come out, you're set, you're ready to go, and you're going to be a lot more proud of what you've accomplished in that short period of time. Really. Okay. Happy and fun, happy experience, as well as tough and sad. There were a good 6 or 7 audition forms where you guys only put out one of these. Key wording here, chat, is as well. They want to hear both, not just one. So you're going to type whatever your happy is, space, type whatever your SAT is. They do require you to have both. Now, I'm going to give you guys a tip. I'm going to really help you guys out right now. I'm going to be super, super, super nice. So say this is your good experience, right? Now, you listed out the good experience. This experience taught me XYZ, whatever that experience taught you, right? So your best moment, what did it teach you at the end? Did it teach you to be humble? Did it teach you what viewers might like to watch? Did it teach you things that could be fun for your community? Right? Your bad experience. Right? What did your bad experience teach you? So some of you guys talked about how people were being really, thinking of kind word, trauma dumpers, right? Trauma dumping was, how you guys dealt with trauma dumping was a like very common one to see. Actually, very common one to see. But what did that teach you? When you dealt with that trauma dumper that was in your, or tough or sad experience, what did that teach you? Taught me that, hey, I messaged them, they have to, talk to me offline, or taught me how to tell my mods how to deal with it, whatever, right? This is going to be your guys' personal experience. But it doesn't always have to be about, what you learn just as streaming. Because if you selected no here as a live streamer, right? Maybe what did you learn on a YouTube channel? Right? How did you deal with negative comments? What did it teach you? If one of your videos was mass downvoted, what did you learn from that? You learned that, oh, they didn't like that particular content. I adjusted my content style, the topics I covered on the channel, blah, 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 blah. And I was able to turn that around into a positive flow for my channel, right? So another thing that they'll want to see is that tough, sad experience that you had. Not only did it teach you something, but were you able to flip that around and turn it into something beneficial for your channel? For your channel to grow? Something to think about, right? Again, these stuff here, please, 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 do not have it as one sentence. More than one sentence, chat. For each, way more. Make it a paragraph minimum each. Okay? A paragraph being more than 3 sentences. Preferably like 5. 5 each. Let's say 5. Okay? A lot of you guys want really short answers on this audition form. Please don't only make it one sentence. You're just cutting yourself from the knees there. You really are. You're shorting yourself on this. Don't do that. Okay. Any other social media websites, stuff like that? One person asked me, should I link my OnlyFans? I honestly don't know what to answer to that particular one. In the end, I said yes, because their OnlyFans was quite large. They are a content creator on a platform that's not really traditional, but like, it doesn't hurt, I guess. Really. I would rather you not do that. I'd rather you have other content. I'd rather you put down Facebook or something. But if OnlyFans is your only thing, then do what you gotta do, right? Just, again, start now, start today, make content on other platforms, please. Desired streaming frequency. Now, if we look at the beginning of the audition form, I believe they mention 3 times a week. Oh, golly gee. You guys are trying to kill me. I swear to God. You guys are. Uh, there were too many people that their free streaming frequency was 2 days. The agency is asking minimum 3, chat. Minimum 3. What you guys should do, if you're really unsure on how much you should stream for Nijisanji, go on YouTube. Look at all the other talent. All of them. Literally look at all the other talent. See what their streaming frequency is. I mean Nijisanji EN talent. That's current, that's still streaming. How often are they streaming? That's a great way to gauge on how much they're going to expect from you. I say bare, and I mean absolute bare minimum, is 4 days. More realistically, it's probably going to be 5. Realistically. Again, chat, this is going to be a full-time job for you. You're not going to have to go to McDonald's. You're not going to have to go to McDonald's and flip burgers, right? This could be life-changing. This could be a life-changing job, right? The amount that you put into this is the amount you're going to get back. So do whatever you can to get as much hours in as possible. And let's be honest, a lot of people live stream for a maximum 4 to 5 hours, unless you're Scarla, where you don't sleep and you stream like 2 times a day for like 6 hours each time. So I'm not saying you have to do that, but a lot of your streams are going to be 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, right? Most jobs, IRL jobs, are 40 hours a week. You're going to be streaming roughly what? 25, maybe 30. Of course, there's going to be stuff you're going to have to do off stream, like your thumbnails, your descriptions, planning out your week, planning out your schedule, interacting on social media. Like, there's so much more that you're going to have to do off stream. Believe me, I know this. There's going to be so much you're going to have to do off stream. But streaming is the main part of the job. This has to be minimum 4, probably 5. If you say 2, you're going to struggle. They're probably not going to look at your audition form. They're probably not. Let's be honest. If you're going to say 3, you're really walking the rope. 4 to 5, ideal. Always says streaming is the easy part of the job. There you go. Okay. Skills you would be confident in using for your live streams. One person wrote juggling. If you're going to do a hand cam of you juggling, I think that could be pretty cool. Too many people said this and this only. If that is your only answer, we got a problem, chat. You got a problem, especially. You gotta have a lot more skills than just gaming. I know some of you believe that you're like the top 1% of like esports gamers in the world, or that you should be in esports because you're that good. I'm sorry, you're probably not that good. You're probably not esports level. At least not yet. You could be in the future. I will say that. You probably could. But do more than just gaming, please, right? Are you good at drawing, making music? Those are cool, valuable skills. Are you good at singing? These are things that they really want to see. Everybody could be a gamer by installing Call of Duty and going live. But don't have it just gaming. Yeah, communication skills. Asher, yeah, that's a great one. Communication skills is a great skill that you could use in your live streams. But just don't say gaming, right? And this kind of like, a lot of people's answers here would be down here as well, where they'd be like gaming and so on and so forth. Communication skills would be up here. That like I just said, Asher just stated. Patience. What's some other good skills? Good streaming skills, right? Ability to stay live for X amount of hours, voice practice, whatever skills you guys could possibly have that could be good for your live streams. Put that in there. Just not gaming. Just please not gaming. Expand your horizon a little bit. Maybe it's reading. Maybe reading is a good skill you can have. I don't know. Just anything. Please, anything. Just not just gaming. Can't harp that enough. Do you plan on doing music as part of your VTuber activities? Yeah, problem solving could be a great one too, Asher. Yeah, absolutely. I have a small suspicion this next generation is going to be a little bit music oriented. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, let's be honest. But I have like a small feeling it might be music oriented. Just be honest. Don't lie. Okay. If you say yes and the only time you're singing is good is in the shower, you're going to have problems. Management's going to be pretty disappointed in you. Right? If this is a yes, this should be probably in your audition video as well of you singing something. Okay? So if you are a singer, show off your singing skills in your audition video, 30 seconds, a minute. Show off what you got. Show off your pipes. Okay? Please. If it's no, be honest, no, that's okay. What kind of new content? Oh boy. Okay. Now, please, guys, don't hate me on this. These particular two questions right here, not a lot. There were a few of you that mentioned how you want to bring Nijisanji to a non-English audience. Remember in the beginning of the audition form, they asked fluency in English is a must. Knowledge of other languages is desirable but optional. There were some people that mentioned that they want to pull like a Spanish audience into Nijisanji, which is totally okay, which is totally fine, which is totally a-okay. But if you're planning on joining Nijisanji EN and you're trying to appeal to only Spanish speaking or French speaking or Italian speaking or Russian speaking audiences, what are you doing? Right? Honestly, they're trying to appeal to the English audience at this current time. Your main focus should be appealing to the English audience at this current time. Once you are in Nijisanji, you can bring up the idea to management, hey, I really think there is a huge amount of people in the world that isn't being represented, that could be a really good audience for Niji. This is what we should do. I think I could be an ambassador to these other cultures or languages. Throw me in there, coach. But right now, they want mostly English. Nijisanji hired a woman from Japan who was a native Japanese speaker for the EN branch. She is expected to speak English, not Japanese. Exactly. Right? So please keep that in mind, chat. If you're going to be applying for the EN branch, again, it says it right in the audition form. Make sure you're centering around EN, okay? Please. Your motivation behind wanting to join Nijisanji as a VTuber, I believe I took some notes on this particular one. So some people said to be famous, money, to get skills, Read my notes. Okay, yeah, that was it. Right? Now that's very honest. I told you guys last stream that we covered Nijisanji Auditions. Please be 100% honest. Let's think about that one, shall we? Yeah, it's basically Mr. Krabs auditioning to Nijisanji. If these are your only reasons on why you want to join, you really need to ask yourself, is this really a career for you? Like, honestly. Is this a career you really want to get into? And like I mentioned last stream that we talked about this, what you should really do is like a proper true, like, what is your motivation? But the other thing is, what can you offer Nijisanji from your motivation? Can you do something to help them, to make them a bigger brand, so on and so forth, right? Spread the word, right? Every audition that we've ever talked about, I always mention this. You guys have to do that. It's about them, not you. Yeah, like, what can you guys offer the company? Your passions, your motivation has to align with the company. If it doesn't, you're going to be struggling. You really will be. And if your answers were just money, fame, and success, it's not going to really align with them. Okay? Some people here, again, talked about the multicultural audience not really focusing on the EN side of Nijisanji. Again, you're playing for Nijisanji EN at this time. Once you get in, please consider, or please approach management at that time. Be like, hey, I think we're like not utilizing a lot of these markets, but this audition form has to be EN. Okay. Who's your target audience? Not a lot of you had that problem. I'm not going to worry about that one too much. Again, EN. There is a couple of questions I want to touch up on that I do get asked quite a bit from you guys. This one should be a no-brainer. It really should be a no-brainer. Let's go back to the audition form real quick. Let's go back. Candidate must be 18 years old or above to be considered for this audition. To me, chat, that is pretty clear. I'm hoping most of you, that would be pretty clear. Apparently not to everybody, though. You have to be 18 years or older. I have been asked too many times, well, Senpai, I'm only 16. Okay, well, then you got to wait 2 years. Oh, Senpai, I'm 17, but I'm going to be 18 in a few months. But the auditions are going to be closed by then. Should I still apply? You guys, that is frustrating. Okay? You have to be 18 years when you are applying. You have to be 18. Not 17 and a half, not 18 in a few months, not 18 a few weeks after you audition or you put in the audition form. Right? Notice on the audition form, they ask you for your date of birth. Literally, date of birth. If you lie here, they're just not going to accept you. Like, honestly, they're not going to accept you. If you are under the age of 18, they're not going to accept you. It's okay. Just wait. Wait until you're 18. And just like Kitsu just mentioned, start a YouTube channel. Start content creating right now. Build that up. So when you are of age, you'll have a lot of experience under your belt. You really will. You honestly will. And they'll be really impressed then. So you have to be 18 or older. Okay, good. Now, this one was a little bit concerning. Just a tiny wee bit. Am I too old to apply? This particular person mentioned that they were in their, I believe, 50s. Right? Nijisanji has a minimum age, not a maximum age. So you could be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Well, probably not 100. But they want, they want people over the age of 18. Minimum. If you are 50 and you think you have what it takes, power to you, do it. Throw in your hat, see what happens. Like, honestly, toss an audition. They might actually be okay with that because, older people, well, not so much these days. Older people generally have more common sense. They're wiser, not so much these days, but it could be something that they are looking for. We don't know though. So just toss it in, see what happens. You might be able to pull in an older audience that, like, you guys would be surprised, and I'll do it on a future stream, but I'm going to show you guys an updated amount of my viewer ratio and how many people are over the age of 40 that watch my content on YouTube. There's a lot. There's a significant percentage of people that are over the age of 40 that are into VTubing. There is a market for it. So just toss it in, see what happens. Reviewed in the USA, probably not. More than likely they're going to be reviewed in Japan. They probably have a division, but no, they're for the most part not going to be reviewed in the USA. Actually, on their audition form, they say it's coming from a JP email address, so more than likely, yeah, it's going to be Japan. Okay. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Oh, golly gee, we're not done yet. So you guys notice on the audition form that they mention a Twitter account. Again, I've mentioned this on stream in the past where I told you guys to, if you have anything bad here or on your Twitter account, you might want to purge it. There was at least one of you, I can't remember if there was more, but there was at least one of you on Twitter. And believe me, when you guys submit your forms to me, I look at everything. I honest to God look at everything. Review process, they on their website says about a month. Some of your guys, one of your guys' Twitter, there might have been more, I can't remember at this time, but one of your guys' Twitter, I can't believe I actually saw this. You were retweeting, and if you're watching this stream, you know who you are, so please clean up your Twitter. One of you was tweeting a lot of negative stuff about fellow VTubers, streamers, and content creators. Going on a lot of cancel trains. That is what we like to call brand risk. Sorry to say, that is a brand risk in every sense of the word. If you do something or if you do something that the company doesn't like and they discipline you for it, they have no guarantee that you won't go on Twitter on your official Nijisanji account and start bashing management. Or if they make you graduate for whatever reason, they have no guarantee that you're going to be positive when you fire up your old VTuber model or your old identity. If you have a lot of retweets and tweets being super negative, talking bad about everybody and anybody, and even competition, you're not going to get in. I'm just going to say that right now. That's just a matter of fact. You're just not going to get in. You are a landmine waiting to go off. Or a grenade waiting to go off is probably the better analogy. You are a risk. They're not going to take you. So try to change how you interact with people. Try to change on how you talk. It could be beneficial for you. Is political commentary on our Twitter accounts bad? Americans are very political. You guys are very political for the most part. I'm not going to say political commentary can be necessarily bad. But if you guys are going around saying, screw this president, screw that president, if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, we're not going to get politics here. I'm just using an example. Let's not talk about politics, chat. I'm just, again, using an example. But if you're trying to like always bash the other side because you don't agree with what they're stating, and you're like really just going at them, yeah, probably not a good look. Let's be honest. Probably not good. It's not a good look, right? So consider at the very least maybe making another Twitter account and having your political talk on one specific one, and then whatever is on your VTuber account, keep it VTuber and your niche related. Like, honestly, right? Have your personal account bash on whoever you want. Have your public professional account, keep it public and professional. Right? All your guys' Twitter accounts that has your avatar on it, has your brand on it, whatever, need to be professional. Unless you are like a political VTuber, then okay, you're going to be struggling a little bit. Or a lot, I don't know. But to me, that's a landmine. That's a grenade. That's just my personal opinion. It might work out for you. Give it a try. You never know. But I will say Gura for president. All right. There was, okay, posting auditions publicly. We've talked about this in the beginning, but don't send any hate to this particular person. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Stream's going good. How you doing? Please don't send any hate. This one's a public video, but I think we need to look at it. I'm not going to play the video. What I will do is queue up to a section that you shouldn't have in your audition video. Chat, I know some of you guys are funny. Believe me, I know. Don't have this in your audition video. Please. Please not in the audition video. I might even get demonetized for showing this. I need to take a drink of water. The title literally says Nijisanji audition video. I am not making this up. Yeah, they're just wrestling. Don't have that in there. This is not professional. Okay? They're probably wrestling. Just, yeah, playing Twister in the Jurassic Age, just don't do it. You know, you had other funny meme moments in there. It's okay. Just don't have the dinosaurs doing that. Okay. I thought that was self-explanatory. I thought it didn't need to be said. I was wrong by a long shot. Oh my God, was I wrong? Oh, I wish my hands worked because I'm like trying to massage my temples right now. Jesus. So if it hasn't been said, it will be said now. No dino humping. Why is this bad about adding your OnlyFans is okay? Well, if your OnlyFans is literally the only thing you have, then okay, but like, I'd rather not even that be in there. I don't even think that's okay, but golly gee willikers, chat. Please, 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 no dino humping. Gosh. Yeah. Just catching up on you guys' comments. I think I saw a couple of good comments. I posted my audition twice, both unlisted. One for personal viewing, one to send. Yes. What you guys should do, honestly, like if you want me to review it, if you want Rayless to review it, if Rayless offers that, or you want your friends to review it, upload 2 videos. Nijisanji, if you're watching this, I totally did not suggest this. Please don't cancel my audition video. But one video are both unlisted. Okay. 100%, it is a must. Both have to be unlisted. Okay. One URL to your friends. If I could spell friends. The other to Nijisanji. Okay. Once you get into Nijisanji, this one has to disappear 100%. It has to be purged from the internet. You can't even find it in the matrix. It does not exist once you get in. They've never heard of it. You've never heard of me. You've never heard of me giving this advice. It doesn't exist. We've never talked. Okay? Please make sure both of these videos are unlisted and you are linking the correct one to your friends. Because guess what, chat? Guess what Niji does? They will look at how many times the video has been viewed. If they only looked at the video 3 times and the video's been viewed like 60 times, that means you're sharing your video, which is not what they want, right? If we look at the audition form, I didn't capture it on this one. I will fix it in the future, but they did mention it has to be unlisted. They're asking for unlisted for literally a reason. They don't want it to be shown. They don't want it to be shared. Don't do it. Okay? Please don't do it. Okay. Now, another thing that I swear to God I thought didn't need to be said is actually 2 things. One of them Rayless mentioned to me. I think the other one Rayless mentioned to me, but I also seen. So the one that Rayless mentioned to me is people using old audition videos. If you couldn't be bothered to make a new audition video for this particular wave of Nijisanji, you got problems. If they see your video is 6 months, a year old, you are hurting yourself. Chat, you guys have improved so much since then. Please put in the time, the effort to make a new video, right? We've all watched the talent talk about what should be in your audition video. They talked about, Scarla mentioned that I believe her and one other person was just a black screen with audio of them showing off their vocal skills and their voices that they can do, so on and so forth. You don't have to have a video on it, but make a new video for this particular audition. Don't just re-upload your old one to have a new date on it. Make a new one. Yeah, Hex did a black screen too. Yeah, exactly. So if you guys are going to upload a video and you're wanting them to watch, remember, the video is probably 35% of the audition form. I'm going to say 35. That's being generous. I don't think it's going to be anywhere higher than that. But put in the time and the effort. If you do not put in the time and the effort, they're going to see that you are lazy. It's going to look bad for you. Yes, audition forums are closed today. So this stream is mostly for people like to think about, to consider the advice that I'm giving and improve their next audition. Improve yourselves and your content for the next audition. Also YouTube SEO. All right. So the last thing I got to show you guys, again, I can't believe I need to mention this. I didn't believe Rayless when he said somebody did this until I saw it. It's not as bad as the dinosaur. It's still bad.
VTuber,
Do you guys know what this is?
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Sorry, let me turn on my headset so I don't blow your guys' eardrums out.
What is your name? What's your nickname? What kind of VTuber are you?
Is this a good thing to submit to Nijisanji? Some of you will say yes. Some of you will say no. Some of you will say maybe. Yeah, a lot of you, I'm going to assume a lot of people that did submit this was in the JP version, the Japanese version. If you are submitting this in the JP version, your Japanese better be like fluent. Do not do this. In my personal opinion, the VTuber self intro video, which you guys like, if you guys are curious what this is, literally go to YouTube right now, type in VTuber self intro video. You're going to see like a gazillion of them. There's so many, like, I swear to God, it's like a rite of passage for VTubers to make one of these nowadays. I don't know why. I've never done one, but apparently all you guys have one time or another. Just don't do this. Please, please, please put in some time, some effort into your audition video if you're going to do one. Don't do this. If you have literally no ideas, you're stuck, you're nervous, you don't know what else to do, you have no friends to get like tips from, VTuber Senpai got hit by a bus and you can't ask him for advice, and this is literally your last resort because the world is on fire, the zombies have taken over, Godzilla is now conquering us all, then submit this. Go nuts. Just don't have this as your first option. Okay? Please, just... This is a job application, chat. Okay? No dinosaurs that are wrestling. No VTuber auditions. Self-introduction videos in Japanese or English. Just no. Just no. Please, just no. All right. The last thing. The last thing that I get asked a lot and have been asked a lot, even in the comment section or stated, is I don't have a model. So I can't apply. Now, chat, do you guys need a model to apply? You know what? I'm going to help you guys on this answer. I'm really going to help you guys. If you state this, I don't have a model, so I can't apply. Normally, I would like reply to comments. Normally, I would waste my time. You can use your IRL self. You can use a black screen. You can use an existing model if you have one. You can take a picture of Garfield. You can literally use anything and everything. You can go download VRoid Studio right now, make a model in 30 seconds. You can do just showing your eyes, just showing your mouth, just showing your forehead, just showing your hair if you have hair and you're not Asmongold. Whatever. Okay? Anything, everything. I have free models, very old models, but they're free models in my Discord. If you really need something, if you really don't know what to do, there's free models in my Discord. There's free models, I believe, on VRoid Hub, if I remember correctly. There's lots of models all over the internet that's absolutely free. There's some that are super cheap. Right? There's so many options out there. Again, you don't have to be a VTuber to apply. I know for a fact there is one Nijisanji member. I know for a fact because I knew them before they were a Nijisanji member. They weren't a VTuber. They were a former student to this channel. They weren't a VTuber. I know that for a fact. So you don't have to be a VTuber when you audition. Do not put that upon yourself. Do not let that stop you. I don't care if you're somebody that only exists on Twitter. I don't care if you're somebody that only exists on Facebook. Audition, follow the instructions. Anything could help. Just do anything. Have a cool minimalist visual could catch the attention. Exactly. You could have a cool background with the ocean, ocean waves hitting the beach. I don't care. Mr. even said he was nobody in the streaming world. Exactly. There you go. So a lot of the talent's talking about it, right? You don't have to be a VTuber. Believe me. I literally promise you that. Okay. A lot of you guys have been asking about how long it's going to take for Nijisanji to get back to you. I believe they said on their website within a month. Sometimes it will take a little bit longer. Again, remember, read over these things. Candidates who made content for at least 12 months will be considered for this audition. Having experience of this field of streaming is preferred. This is from their website. This is from their audition form. I copied this straight from their audition form into this audition form. If you are going to school in September and you can't stream any longer, don't apply. If you are in the army and you're going to be deployed to Japan or Korea or wherever countries deploy soldiers to nowadays in the next year, don't apply. If you have a full-time job you cannot quit because you're under a contract, don't apply. You guys are getting where I'm coming from. They want somebody to be there for at least 12 months, preferably longer. More than likely, they're going to want you for years. If you can't do at least 12 months, don't bother. Okay, again, gender is no bar. You could be trans, you could be male, female. It doesn't matter. Apply, please. Okay, again, fluency is a must, right? Fluency in English is a must. It's a requirement. They're asking for this. You have to do it. Would they penalize you if you accidentally check that you are fluent in Japanese, but you aren't? You misclicked? If you make it to the second round, I would totally, one of two things. One, be very honest with them. Tell them that you misclicked. Or two, install Duolingo. Find Japanese friends that speak fluent Japanese. and learn really quick. Those are your two options. Probably the better one is, and the more likely one, be honest with them, be like, hey, I misclicked. Or learn Japanese really fast. Either one. That's amazing. A former student here is in Niji now. Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. I'm proud of them. So please chat. Please follow the forum. This is going to be your full-time job. This is going to be a job. This is going to be your job. You need to try it. You need to treat it as such, okay? I cannot emphasize that enough. If you guys have not applied yet, if you feel like you messed up your audition form, any stuff like that, remember, there's probably going to be another one out in 3 months, 6 months the most. Please do what you can to work on your stuff right now. Get up to par. Do as best as you can. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, for the people that weren't here, this audition form is going to be available on my Patreon, where I will review it for literally $3. Or if you've been part of the community for minimum 6 months, I will give it to you for free. So join the Discord now, be a part of it for 6 months. You'll get the form for free. I'll review it for free. If you're brand spanking new, I've never met you in my life, it's $3. And I will review it. I will give suggestions. And I go through everything. I go through your Twitter. I go through your Instagram. I go through all of it. Any and all links, every question. Please don't make it as long as Lord of the Rings, though. Okay? A lot of this other stuff, I didn't really see any problems with. Actually, some of you guys mentioned about the speed test. If your bandwidth and you're struggling, like streaming at 480p right now, you're going to need to upgrade your internet. Let's be very honest here. So if you can't stream at 720p minimum, look into getting better internet. Please. Okay? Other than that, that's the audition form. If you guys got any questions, please feel free to ask your questions now. This is the time. And I will play the music. I hope Scarlett gets better internet. Me too. I believe the internet improved over the time. Can you make a mock-up of an audition to post? Like of me filling one out, Clamp? I could probably do like a mock-up audition, like of me actually filling it out. We could probably do that next week, because Friday's topic is already kind of like taken. Oh yes, that's another thing you guys should totally do. Get a copy of your responses. Absolutely should do that. Does accidentally watching your own audition video gaining a view? Yes, it does. Oh yeah. So Shell, yeah, I have a mock one that is like I said, locked behind the $3 Patreon right now. But if you join the Discord, be a member for 6 months. I might even lower it to 3 months. Who knows? I might lower it even more, maybe even a month. I'll give you guys access to the forum, and then you guys can mock it up. I'll review it. I'll look over it. I'll give you all feedback, all that fun jazz. But if you want access to it right now, like right away, just yeah, it's $3 on the Patreon. And I will go through it with a fine-tooth comb. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let me switch scenes. All right, there we go. Back in the class. With chat moving. Yay! Chat's up on the screen. Now it's going to catch up. Oh no. It's going to take a while. Whoops. We might get some alerts on the way. Okay. If I missed your guys' questions, feel free to ask it again. What do you think about double spacing on the written form? Would it help? Double spacing can help, yeah. Just make sure it looks aesthetically pleasing. It's easy for them to follow. Is it a good idea to link past auditions in the description of your most recent audition to show how much you improved? That's not a bad idea. I would try it. It's really not a bad idea. Chances are they're going to have it on what's the word I'm looking for? English is failing me right now. On file. So they're probably going to be able to look you up, no problem. But yeah, I would totally link it if you have the ability to do so. This particular song is from Lo-Fi Girl. But yeah, I do have Senpai's Lo-Fi, which is copyright-free, DMCA-free music in the description down below. Which I'm going to be adding a lot more music to this particular year. Given the importance of keeping composure and keeping a persona character, do you think theater experience would look good? Oh yeah, totally, Ryan. Yes. Any kind of experience you guys think that would help you, especially theater experience, please, please. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah. If you guys have the audition, your audition form still, please feel free to just join the Discord and send it to me. For gender identity and you're someone who identifies part of other, transgender, fluid, but in terms of legal documents set to your biological, what's the best? I believe they have an other, so you could just put other.
Welcome to Senpai's Academy.
Hopefully that doesn't spam. But thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. But yeah, just put other. I believe other exists on it. So yeah, we do it. Have you been past phase 1? If so, how are the interviews like? So funny thing about that, if you get past phase 1, you're not allowed to say if you get past phase 1. You're not actually allowed to say. But I do have a former student that's in Nijisanji, so I do have an idea of what they're looking for. I put down a reason I only stream in the morning. However, I can stream every day. Do you think that helps my chances? If you share a room, then I would just put that in like the other section of things they may need to know. I would mention to them and explain to them why. They might be okay with that. Again, there are people that stream just in the evening. There are people that just stream in the morning, and there are some people that are have Red Bull in their blood that stream 2 times a day, in the morning and in the evening. I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay with it as long as you make your obligated hours. Streaming experience, sometimes with friends. Streaming on Discord with other people, it could be considered streaming experience, but it's going to look better if you stream on Twitch. So what I would do is I would consider just not streaming on Discord, start streaming all that stuff onto Twitch, and then you'll have some actual physical proof that you've been streaming and that you have streaming experience. Because at the end of the day, you can't prove to them that you've been streaming on Discord, but you can prove to them that you've been streaming on Twitch, if that makes sense. If I'm applying to 2 companies, should I send different upload links for the audition? Oh yes, you should have 2 separate videos. Each video, so each agency you guys are applying for, you need to have, hear me here, okay? You need to have different audition videos. Make them unique. So again, Nijisanji video. Self-introduction. Hello, Nijisanji. My name is VTuber Senpai. I make educational content here on YouTube, teaching VTubers on how to become VTubers, how to be VTubers, how to grow an audience, how to sustain that audience, blah, 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 blah. Right? It continues on. What about low specs? You think require NASA PC? No. As long as you guys can stream at, let's say, 720p minimum and maybe play Apex Legends at the same time, you should be okay. If you can't play Apex Legends at the same time, then you might still be able to get in. You might be able to, right? You might just have to play like different lower end games or doing hand cams or something. So there is definitely a possibility still with a lower end PC. If your computer can't even play Angry Birds or Farmville, or for the older people in the audience, or it can't play Plants vs. Zombies, then you really got to upgrade. Is it just a section? No, you just send me a DM low battery. Send me a direct message and I'll look at it. What about if you're relatively new to VTubing, but you've been content creating in the past? No, Bisk. I don't think that's cheating. No, I think that's okay. Because you were able to gain that audience way back when, so you kind of know what you're doing. Maybe playing games at a very low setting. Yeah, that. So there is one thing I will tell you guys that are video game streamers. Okay, so like, hey, video game streamers, listen up. I'm talking to you guys right now. You do not have to stream at ultra graphics. If streaming at ultra graphics is causing the stream to lag, it is ruining the streaming experience for the viewers. It may not look pretty, but put it all to low, let it be all smooth, and your chat will be happier and thank you for it. Please. It does not have to be at ultra. It does not matter. Another thing that doesn't matter, believe it or not, chat, a lot of Twitter will disagree. But you guys don't have to have fancy iPhones. You don't have to have fancy models. Your model could be $50. Your model could be $100. Right? You don't have to have a gaming keyboard, gaming mouse, gaming this, gaming that. 50 ring lights, 9 consoles, 4 monitors. You don't need all that. Start basic with a basic model. Work your way up. Okay? Start with a good mic. Decent mic. Make your mic sound amazing as much as you can. Then maybe a webcam. And then work with a free model. And then as you earn revenue over time, buy yourself upgrades. Buy yourself a model with the revenue that you've earned, that you've generated on TikTok or YouTube or Twitch. Right? If I can make a channel of 11,000 or 11,000 subscribers here on YouTube with cheap models, you can do it too. People care about the content more than anything. Models are just a bonus. But yeah, if you have 11 monitors, power to you. But yes, do not have your graphics on ultra if it's causing everything to lag. Does not having a PC, I would imagine, yeah, to be honest, having a PC is probably the bare minimum that is required to be in Nijisanji. Right? VTubing on phones, even though I have tons of tutorials on how to VTube on your phone, it's not as good as PC right now. It could be down the road, but right now it's not comparable. So yeah, I would say absolutely minimum you need to have a PC. Also, if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do stream every Monday and Wednesday. I make educational content here on YouTube, teaching people how to use application software. We also talk about content creation, and not only that, how to grow as a VTuber, and nice tips and tricks that a lot of people don't really think about or consider. And we do have an amazing Discord, so make sure you guys join the Discord. We have a fantastic community and all that fun jazz. Also on why to spend money on a career that you're just starting. Yes. I've talked to people on Twitter in the past that have spent thousands on a model and they stream to less than 10 people. So your ROI isn't really there. You may have a fancy model, but if your personality, if you cannot captivate an audience, it's going to be worth nothing. Do you have a video on how to structure an audition video? I should make one. I don't have one.
To Senpai's Academy.
But I will make one. Porky and Thor, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it.
Welcome to Senpai's Academy.
Hey, Travis. So I'll accept more questions for the next 5 minutes. And then that'll be that. My models has cost like $10. Yeah. Start cheap, work your way up. Cheap as possible, then go up from there. I'm just scrolling up through chat right now, making sure I didn't miss any questions. Is there any editing software that you would recommend? Absolutely. DaVinci Resolve Gecko Warrior 28. DaVinci Resolve is free. It is very easy to use. Please consider trying it. Missa did mention that you don't have at least a decent PC. It's not hard. It's not a hard no, but there's going to be a lot of people applying who don't have that platform. Wait, what? Did mention that if you don't have at least a decent PC, not a hard no, but there is going to be a lot of people applying. Okay, I read that now. If I missed your question, ask it again, please. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve, super easy, super nice, and free. Good luck, Zatham. Good luck. I hope that gravity sketch works. Yeah. TRPG. Yeah, it's a good talent. Yeah. Use it. How long have you been a VTuber? When did I start? Let me look. I want to say a few years. It's been a bit. It's been a hot minute. 2 years. 2 years, going to be 3 in October by the looks of my video list. But before I was a VTuber, I was a streamer, regular flesh tuber. Yes, I use that word. I started that word. I'm going to coin that word as mine. But yes, I was a flesh tuber before I was a VTuber, streaming on Twitch, mostly Rainbow Six Siege. So yeah. Streaming on YouTube or Twitch, which one is better to game streaming experience? Ooh, good question. Okay, so a lot of you guys are new here. I do have a video on that as well, but let's talk about it really quick. So back in the day, about a year or two ago, I would always recommend to people mostly start on YouTube. But this is going to be my actual suggestion. So just only streaming, you're going to be really struggling to grow an audience. So what you should do is stream on Twitch for the most part. For most of you should stream on Twitch. Let's be very honest here. There are some of you that should stream on YouTube, but if you're going to be playing video games, for the most part, like majority of you are gaming, you should probably do it on Twitch. This is the number one thing that you should do and you have to do. If you are going to be somebody that streams video games, you have to make a YouTube channel or TikTok or YouTube Shorts and a Twitter. Okay? The more of these you have, the better. And I want you guys to hear me out on this. What you should do, truly, is edit your streaming VODs and turn them into discoverable, watchable content. Okay? It could be funny moments. It could be, if you're playing Call of Duty, it could be your best round. People like that stuff. Gaming YouTube, though, is very competitive. So if you start a channel that is more unique. For example, if you start a news channel or a channel about woodworking, it's easier to garner an audience and pull them over to your Twitch streams. The reason for that is because the competition isn't as fierce, right? The vast majority of streamers that are at the top 1% have a YouTube channel, and they link their Twitch channel in their description, their comments, or they'll show the chat, and that's where people come from, is mostly off platforms, unless you're getting rated a lot. So that being said, the vast majority of you that are gaming stream on Twitch, but make content on YouTube, turn your highlights or your, what they don't call them, shorts, clips, turn your clips into TikToks, so on and so forth, and post them all over the place. The more eyes you can get on your content, the better. Believe me, it works. Try it. So, yes. About the good and bad experience. Yeah, 1 to 2 paragraphs each. Yes, absolutely. Exactly, Zone. Yes. Now, that being said, do I want to do this today? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this really quick today. Let me pull it up. I'm going to pull up some examples for you guys. And then I want you guys to make your own little guess on on which platform you should stream on. Okay. So if you're going to stream, for example, let's find Escape from Tarkov. If we look at Escape from Tarkov, we see that there's hundreds and hundreds of people streaming Escape from Tarkov. So there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of people that need to scroll to find you, to discover you. Sometimes you'll find people in the recommended channel, but a lot of the times, not everybody's going to be recommended in this particular category. If you go to YouTube and you go to YouTube Gaming, for example, we click on View All, and we look for Escape from Tarkov, we'll notice that there's a lot less streamers. Far less streamers, which makes it easier for your content to, well, for people to find your live stream, if they're looking for live streamers. I'm hoping you guys are following me with this, but stick with me. On YouTube, you have a chance for your content to be suggested on the homepage. I'm surprised I don't see myself right now. But if you guys go to your homepage, you might see me on your homepage right now. YouTube does promote streamers on the homepage here and there, as long as they're interested in that particular niche. You can find live streams, typically, even through the YouTube search. That is a possible. There I am. What the hell? Interesting. But as you see, I show up in the search results for this particular string, for this particular keyword. So YouTube promotes your stuff to other people. Twitch doesn't really have that incentive to promote your stuff to new people, especially if you guys are in the 1 to probably realistically 1 to 30, right? They have no reason to really make you show up here. So, because that's the case, what you really should do is, like I said, if you're going to be a Twitch streamer, you got to make your content and post it here on YouTube, which will help people find your stuff and come to your live streams. What somebody mentioned in the description or in the or in chat prior is, I do suggest this to a lot of people. I really do. And it's called multi-streaming. Don't worry if you're like an affiliate or whatever. It's not that big of a deal if you're an affiliate. I know many affiliates and even partners that do multi-streaming. Again, it's up to you if you really want to do this or not. It's beneficial for you to do so. But if you multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, you can see, okay, my Twitch is getting way more viewers than my YouTube. So I'll stop streaming on YouTube and I'll start only streaming on Twitch, or vice versa. I'm streaming a lot on YouTube. I'm noticing I'm getting tons and tons and tons and tons of viewers. So I'm going to give up Twitch and start streaming on YouTube. It's not going to really dilute your brand. It's not going to dilute your brand. But it'll give you an understanding and give you the ability to spread the word of you around to multiple audiences and multiple platforms at the same time. So if you guys have the ability to multi-stream, you don't mind tossing like $10 a month or whatever it is, try it. Try it for at least 2 months. See what happens. If nothing happens, at least you said you tried it. If something happens and you see results from it, great, then you're doing good. No, Spooky, you should be fine. If it's 1 second over, you're okay. Is amazing for being discoverable on YouTube and networking with others on Twitch. Yeah, it honestly, multi-streaming is a very powerful tool. Harris Heller from the Senpai Gaming channel, he said he's going to be streaming on, or multi-streaming on Twitch and TikTok, I want to say now. TikTok, I think is what he said, right? Multi-streaming is very powerful, especially in your guys' early stages. Definitely do it. But that is that for today's stream chat. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Like I stated, if you guys haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Please consider joining the Discord. We do have an amazing community. If you guys have any questions or you just want to talk about anything and everything, jump in. Let's have a discussion. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to know when I go live next. And all my social medias are down below. So Twitter, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Other than that, have an amazing rest of your week. See you all Friday. I love you all. And well, catch you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.